So you made it to the last chapter. You. Whoever's watching this right now, dude, you are literally in the 1% of the 1% because you made it to the last chapter and I'm so grateful you're here. And this chapter was something I had to throw in because Stoicism is something that literally just changed my whole life at a young age. And I think understanding how to be more stoic as a referee and in life is just going to make you a way better referee and a way better person. And so I decided to share some of the things that literally changed my life. And the first one was these all came from books, man, like at the end of the day, but I pulled the bits that really changed my reality and I'm trying to give them to you. And in fact, there's an episode on my podcast called The Cross Factor, and it's I believe it's episode 2. It could be episode 3. I'm pretty sure it's episode 2. And it's called Be a Stoic Referee. And look, this was me in the beginning. I wasn't like some expert podcaster, but I actually think it's quite valuable. I think I spoke about some really cool things. And I do suggest that you go and take a listen of that if you want. That's definitely going to help with this chapter's lessons and reinforce those things. But without further ado, this one, I kind of found it in the Daily Stoic, which is like an absolutely like non-negotiable book. You guys all should get it right now. It's literally 1 page a day for every day of the year. So this one was April 6th and it says, prepare yourself for negativity. This is where I got this quote from. It says, from Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. He says, when you first rise in the morning, tell yourself, I will encounter busybodies, ingrates, egomaniacs, liars, the jealous, and the cranks. They are all stricken with these afflictions because they do not know the difference between good and evil. It goes on a little bit. I'll actually read the rest for you just because you don't have the full quote in the book. It goes, because I have understood the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, I know that these wrongdoers are still akin to me, and that none can do me harm or implicate me in ugliness. Nor can I be angry at my relatives or hate them, for we are made for cooperation. And the point in this preparation isn't to write everyone off in advance. As I mentioned there, it's because maybe that you've prepared, you can act with understanding, forgiveness, and patience when these situations inevitably arise. As a referee, I'm talking about the reality. Okay, and the reality is you're going to have people who are jealous, cranky, egomaniacs, liars. They don't know what they're doing. They're unaware. But you're aware. So you can respond in a healthy manner. And it's not going to seep into your mind. You're going to choose to reject the poison that they try to throw at you. As I mentioned in the book, I'm telling you, like, there's going to be situations outside your control, left, right, and center. The coaches are yelling, the spectators are mad, it's raining outside, the score bench sucks. Your partner's calling in your area, or they're not calling enough. These things aren't going away. It's just going to get harder and it's going to get worse. And accepting that reality is going to take you far. But without the exception of this reality, as I said, like, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. If you're going out there with the belief that everyone is evil, everyone's against you, they shouldn't be acting in this way, they shouldn't be yelling at you, that this is wrong, you need to stand up against the abuse, whatever. It's fine to have those beliefs, but if you're going out there and with those expectations that things should be a different way to what they are, you're literally kidding yourself because they're not. You know why they shouldn't be different to the way they are? Because they aren't. This is the reality. And it's outside your control. If you try to control what's outside your control, you're going to send yourself mad. So I just really wanted to hammer that point home. And this doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean that you can't strive for a better culture. It doesn't mean that you can't strive to make things better. It doesn't mean that you deserve to be punished. It just means that, you can strive for change while simultaneously understanding the present.